Hey, this is Jenny, and I'm here to show you how to use your Ultimate Wedding Planning Guest List Organizer, which I know is a lot to say, but basically it's all the guest lists you would ever need for wedding planning all in one place. So nice, so awesome, and I'm so glad you're going to use it. So we're going to dive right in here. The first thing you're going to want to do is change your wedding date on this first tab. So once you update your wedding date here by double clicking and changing the date or manually entering it, the countdown up here will refresh and be for your wedding day, which is either really cool or really stress inducing. Either way, it's right there. And then if you look below where your wedding date is, I have pre-filled in some very real people, guests, for this example. And I have separated them by household, which is what I recommend because you typically send one invite to each household, and that's how you receive RSVPs as well, but it is totally up to you for how you do your invites. So for the first one, I have Doc Brown and Marnie McFly. I have their address, their city and state, and their zip code back to back to back, so that makes it super easy for addressing invites. I kept track of the invites I sent by checking the boxes in this column here. Super easy, just a quick click. And then I put how many guests I invited for each house. So for the Tanner household, I invited 6 people. All the numbers in this column are added and the total pops up here for total guests invited, which makes it super easy to keep track if you need to watch your capacity or watch how many chairs you have, whatever the case is. Keep track of that number there. And then you can also keep track of how many send you an RSVP. So that's super easy for when you need to start hunting down people who haven't RSVP'd yet. And then you can put how many are actually going to be able to attend. And then all of these numbers in this column get added up to total guests attending up here automatically, which is great for obviously to give to your vendors, to decide seating plan, all of that. If you move to the right, you notice that the first column is frozen, so it makes it super easy to keep track of names as you go along the page. But the next part is for after the wedding. So typically you receive gifts at a wedding and you want to keep track of who has given you a gift. So you can check the box just like the other check boxes to keep track. And then you can also check boxes to keep track of how many thank you cards you sent. I can't stress enough how important it is, no matter how small the gift is, to send thank you cards. So you're going to check gift received, thank you sent, and then there's actually some coding for this number up above that shows thank you cards needed. So if you check all the names of people who sent you gifts, it'll say thank you cards needed 35 or whatever the case is. And so that tells you either how many thank you cards to buy or how many you need to start writing, just to keep track of how many thank you cards you need. And then you want to get that number down to 0 when you check these thank you sent. The number starts to go down once you send thank you cards out. Okay, so that's how this sheet works. If you look down below, there's 6 tabs. There's engagement party after the first one, bridal shower, bachelorette, bachelor party, and rehearsal dinner. These are the quote-unquote traditional events that happen before a wedding. Obviously, it's not going to fit every couple. It's going to be different for everybody. Change it how you want. Delete tabs if you want to. Add tabs if you want to. You can right-click and duplicate or delete, rename, change color, whatever you want to do. This is your guest list, so make sure you personalize it to how you like it and what makes you happy. Okay. So what's awesome about having it all on one sheet is you can easily copy and paste over guests. So you can just highlight from name to zip code, Control C, go to the next sheet, Control V, and it's all right there for your engagement party guest list or whatever guest list you're using. You have a special place to put your engagement party date or your bachelorette party date. So just make sure you change all these dates to where the countdowns make sense. Now these countdowns refresh every single day. You do not need to change these countdowns. That's basically the bulk of it. Like I said, it's customizable. Here's what I recommend. Change the colors to your colors. My wedding colors were white and pink. That's why my first tab looks like this. change them to the colors you like. You can do multicolor, change the text if you want. You can say instead of bachelorette party, you can put Tracy's party, however you want to do it. Things I do not recommend you changing: 1, the countdown, and 2, the total guests invited, total guests attending, and the thank you cards needed. All 3 of those numbers are automatically generated from the information you give down below. So please don't edit those if you can avoid it. Obviously it's an easy fix. If you do, just Control Z if you accidentally edit it. But those are automatically changing, and if you type something in those boxes, they won't automatically change anymore. Just let those do their magic, make it easier on you. That's all I have for you. I hope this was really helpful. If you find even more uses for it or you use it differently, let me know. I would love to hear how you made it special to your wedding day. If you need any help with this sheet, please don't hesitate to send me an email at jennyjollyphotography@gmail.com. That's it. Good luck with wedding planning and see you soon.